So I'm here with talking to Barb. And Barb, could you give us a little testimonial on what you've noticed since you've been taking the Sisel product?
Well, 6.5 years ago, I was introduced to Sisel, and I have an autoimmune disease. And since I've been taking the Triangle of Life, especially Fucoidan, my autoimmune disease has been in remission. In fact, my doctor told me last year if she could say it's cured, she would, but they can't say autoimmune is cured. So that's been really good for me, and the inflammation in my body, and no aches and pains. The Eternity has helped with blood pressure, circulation, my skin, everything. And Spectramax, oh my gosh, I have allergies. If I miss a day of Spectramax, my allergies start coming back. I take Spectramax twice a day during allergy season, and I have absolutely no issues. I would say everybody should take the Triangle of Life.
One of the things that I've read up on the ingredients with the AIDS pill, the nicotinamide riboside, Harvard said that it helps out with autoimmune disorders. What have you noticed with your autoimmune when you start taking the AGE pill?
Oh, the AGE pill and my autoimmune, I've noticed just absolutely no inflammation, no aches and pains. I've been through a lot of stress and anxiety the last 9 months, and that's when autoimmune usually kicks in again. I've had absolutely no issues whatsoever. So I think the AGE has helped with all of that, and I would recommend AGE. And not only did that, it's helped my skin at 62 or almost 62 years
Wow.
old.
Yeah, your skin looks fantastic.
My skin, my arms, everything, my husband's skin, everything has been changing for both of us. And I am
That sucks, right?
Yeah, it sucks. I'm in better shape now at 62 than I was at 32.
Excellent. Well, thanks, Barb. I'm with Dennis right now. Dennis, can you give me a quick testimonial on Sisel Products, what have they done for you?
Well, Sisel Products have done amazing things for me. Before I was on Sisel, I work considerably long hours. I start at 6:30 in the morning. I usually finish at 11 at night. But I usually have to sleep about 2 o'clock in the afternoon because I'm exhausted, and have a bit of a nap in the afternoon. After I've been on the Sisel Products, I don't do that anymore. I go right through. And if I get a little bit tired, I just get an Ultramax. And with the Ultramax, within 10 minutes, I'm firing on all cylinders again. I think that's one of absolutely fantastic product. Instead of using what are those other energy drinks?
Like Red Bull?
Red Bulls and things like that,
Monster.
which we all know are not really good for us. The Ultramax is just amazing. It really is an amazing product.
Have you had any good experiences with the Age pill?
The Age pill, I've been taking the Age pill since it first came out. And I think, yeah, a lot of good things have happened. I can't identify anything in particular, but I know with my wife's been taking, she doesn't have the aching joints that she had before. I was reasonably healthy and fit before, so the Age pill is basically just starting to rebuild and make me younger again.
All right.
I noticed a little bit of the grey hair. It's gone in a few spots, but I think a little bit turned up somewhere else. But all in all, the combination of Sisel products that I use keep me looking young and healthy.
All right.
Not very many people pick me for my right age.
How old are you?
57.
57. No, I wouldn't have guessed that at all. Thanks, Dennis.
Okay.
Hi, Belinda. You want to give us a little testimonial on your Sisel product testimonial?
Sure. I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia in 2000, and I went from doctor to doctor, chiropractor to chiropractor, and I was put on all kinds of medications, antidepressants, pain, sleep medicines. Nothing really helped. It was just one story to the next. And finally, it was in 2009, we came to Sisel. And I started taking Fucoidan. And I take Fucoidan 3 times a day, maybe more, it depends on how I feel. And it really takes care of the inflammation.
So your fibromyalgia pain is gone when you're doing that?
Yes, and I actually am off all medication. I don't take any more antidepressants, I don't take any pain pills, I don't take any sleeping medicine unless I'm flying. But other than that, yeah, I take that, and I take our AGE pill and other Sisel supplements. But
excellent.
I cannot live without Fucoidan.
And what have you noticed since you started using the Age pill, since you started mixing that with everything?
The AGE pill, the Age pill, I'm feeling a little bit more energy, and I don't know, maybe it's working with the fibromyalgia, I'm not 100% sure, but mainly just more energy.
More energy. Yeah, that's one of the things that I noticed when I'm talking, better memory and more energy.
Better memory, yeah, because with fibromyalgia, I do get the brain fog, so a little bit more on the memory part too.
All right. Well, thank you. So we're with Thomas III here. He's going to give us our testimonial on his products that him and his dad and his grandpa invented.
Yep, so Brain Vitality is my product I'm going to talk about a little bit. I remember when I would be at the university, I did a test of myself to really test out our products and see how strong and powerful they were. And I took a test without it being on it for 2 weeks. I stopped taking it for 2 weeks, took a test, noticed my mental clarity was definitely gone, and I noticed it didn't test as good. Then I got back on it, and I started to realize my mental clarity was there. I was remembering a lot more, and I did a lot better on my testing. And so Brain Vitality is definitely one of my go-to everyday products that I personally cannot live without. So if you're not on Brain Vitality, you want to experience mental clearness and have increased memory span, I encourage you to all buy it.
So you'd recommend every college student be on Brain Vitality?
Every single college student. I noticed I would test a lot better in all my classes if I was on Brain Vitality.
All right.
Yep.
All right. Thanks, Thomas.
Awesome. Yeah, no problem.
So we're out here at Mower Mountain, just recording people who have had great results with the products, and talking to Rick Hill. And Rick, you've had some great results. If you want to share a little bit about your results using the Sisel products.
Probably the most striking example of how beneficial these products can be would be our 8-year-old black lab. He was bit by a coon. The upper above his eye is swelled up, closed his eye from the swelling. Green infection pus was oozing out of the injury, and Lori gave him 5 age pills, checked him in 4 hours, 5 hours later, and the swelling went down 75%.
Wow. 75% in how many hours?
5 hours.
5 hours. Amazing.
Try to do that with an antibiotic. Then she gave him 5 more age pills, and 24 hours after the initial dose, the swelling completely went down, totally gone. The site was without infection. It had totally healed. And we use the age pill for not just ear and bite injuries, but when they get little green goo coming out of their eyes.
Yeah.
It takes that out too, usually just with 2 pills once. My bride has experienced the benefit of the age pill. Gosh, I think it just took 3 weeks for the menopausal symptoms to totally go away. She had hot and cold flashes. From my understanding, menopause is a very serious disease for 1 out of 4 women, to the point where they're really seeking help. Because my first wife, she was thinking about doing hormone injections, and we went to homeopathic doctor after another, and weight gain. Lori's it just took it completely away, and then her hearing came back to the point where it was like she had no hearing loss. Whereas we both watched the TV. She wants me to turn down the volume now because her hearing is just that much better than mine, whereas before we're essentially identical. And then the smell factor, and being a nurse, the smell factor, you probably don't want to have a very good one, but it helps your ability to really practice medicine, taking care of your patients when you can smell certain things. And she was walking past a patient's room, and they were peeling an orange, and she smelled that for like the first time, and it just caused her to sit back and think, wow, I've never smelled this, because outside of bile, she had no sense of smell. That was it.
How long had that been gone?
My whole life, as far as I remember.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, my father and my sister are the same way.
Wow.
It's sort of like a genetic type thing. So I'm still waiting for my hearing to come back, and my smell's pretty good.
I've gone from a 3.0 to 1.5 on my reading glasses.
Yeah. Lori's eyesight.
Yeah, I've been able to get rid of my reading glasses.
Yeah.
I don't even use them anymore.
Yeah, cool.
You don't wear reading glasses anymore either, do you?
No, I do, but
Oh, you do,
my
yeah?
eyesight has improved greatly. Like, I couldn't read my like Facebook on my phone or anything before if I forgot my reading glasses. I can now. So it has improved.
Yeah.
Then across the street, cataracts. And it wasn't to the point of operating yet. And she's only like 41, 42, but she can't see very well because of it.
Cataracts at 41, 42.
Yeah. So here's this poor gal, 5 days into the age pill, taking this, and she's significantly seeing much, much better and can tell that the cataracts are going away. So I wish I could say some of the same things, about my own health, from top to bottom, but I can't. But from these,
So for the people you're sharing it with, you're starting to see a lot of changes with them. What's really cool about it is that that's probably one of the biggest problems in network marketing is that the biggest, I think I'm going to call it the beginner mistake, is people say, well, I'll share it with other people once I have results. Yeah. And you're actually not making the beginner's mistake. You're going out and sharing with other people, and now you're sharing their testimonials. That's really cool. You got to figure it out.
Well, it goes back to really wanting to help people. And without my drive to help her with her diabetes or him with their cancer, I lost my first wife due to cancer, lung cancer, and we treated it all naturally. Stayed away from the white lab coats, and she lived a really, really healthy life. Enjoyed traveling. It was just the last 10 days of her life that we had to stay home. So we did it right for her.
That's the way to do it.
And I want to get intel out to people that they don't have to stick with traditional medicine, because that's not where you're going to find your answers.
The biggest thing is that we just really have to be careful because, without being doctors, we can't take the place of somebody's doctor. We can't make those claims. And I think that's the biggest part with nutrition. We were talking earlier about all the different natural doctors who have lost their lives this year for, unnatural reasons. And so we just really got to be careful on what kind of claims we make and things like that. And really, all we're doing is supporting the natural body and what it's supposed to do and using things that grow out here in nature.
Well, you remove the cause, the body will get better.
Exactly.
So whatever is causing the problem, you pull it out, your body, God made it to heal itself.
That's right. That's right. All right. Well, thanks, Rick. Thanks for sharing that. Andrea, Lori, and thank you.
Well, hello, everyone. This is Dr. Kirk Visnick. I'm up here in Utah, actually up at Tom Mower's house at the Mower Mountain Leadership event. And wow, what an exciting first day. I got up here last night about 1 o'clock in the morning, driving down from North, and super tired. And I was like, oh man, do I even want to participate? And I got to hang out with leaders from all over the world. And we did some building events, leadership building events. And then later on, Tom and I got to sit down in his living room and just have a private conversation discussing science and some new products that are upcoming here. And I just wanted to share a little bit of the information with you tonight, well, I guess tomorrow morning down in Australia as well. But, we all love the transfusion product. It's super fantastic. And I know that any of you that have tried it have felt the same way. If you go on our YouTube channel, you can find my video there where in 20 seconds, I really show the results that I had over a 30-day period of time. I took pictures of my face every day for 30 days. And then a friend of mine transformed that into a time-lapse video. And I tested the product. How us guys are. We've always got to see, does it really work? And so I've gone off it a couple times just to see how fast does my face go back to the old way, right? The old face. And I'm excited to say that, I didn't see it return even after a month of not using the product. And I know some of you women are probably cringing at thinking, oh my gosh, when you have those kind of results, why would you ever dare stop taking the product? I wanted to test it. That's why. But some science came out earlier this year that said that nicotinamide riboside, one of the active ingredients in the Sisel Age Pill, if you put it on the skin, it had amazing results as well. And so some of us have been mixing the Age Pill in with our transfusium. I was talking to Barb earlier today, and she said that for her, they're actually mixing it in the night rapid repair cream. And I'll tell you, I can see results when I do that as well. The thing about it is that because it's a pill, it has to have some fillers in it to keep the active ingredients from sticking together. And so when you put this into a skincare product, it can get kind of gritty. If you tried mixing the Age Pill in with your product, you know what I'm talking about. And that's because of the fillers that are in there. Anyhow, when you make a product with the active ingredients, you don't have to have those fillers. And so Tom is coming out by the end of the year with a updated version of the transfusium, a super powerful version of the transfusium. And it'll be the 26 active ingredients that are currently found in the transfusium, plus the 6 active ingredients that are found in the Age Pill. And that's going to be a great product. And like I said, some of us have already been trying mixing it. If you haven't, try it yourself and you'll see. And the science is just amazing on what it can work with. But Tom came across some other science out of Europe, a form of vitamin A that they've been having some amazing results with that as well. And it's like we'll be adding that to the transfusium. And so we're going to have a product that will be like no other. And in all aspects of the word, I'm just blown away by the science on it. And I know you will be too. And on Saturday here, which would be Sunday for those of you down in Australia, I'm going to hear a little bit more about upcoming things. Tom is going to be sharing information with us. Tom Jr. is going to be sharing information on the future of Sisel, and I'll make a recording of that, and I'll try and stream it live if I can, so you can all hear that. But an update on the Sisel Rip product, as many of you know, the supplier of one of the raw ingredients was adding a sweetener to the amino acid blend. And it's necessary because a couple of the amino acids are very, very bitter tasting. You wouldn't be able to drink them in a drink like we have because it was so bitter. And so a sweetener needed to be added. Anyhow, this sweetener is currently on the banned ingredient list here in the United States. So they're working on a new formulation with a different sweetener. And they don't really want to use sugar because sugar causes the glycation. So it's going to be a low calorie, but very good tasting product when it does come back out. That should be out very shortly. But as I was talking to Tom, he's been working on the science with that. And by changing the blend just a little bit and increasing the dosages, he's actually found that it works better. And that new product will be called 10X, I believe, but that'll be coming out very quickly as well. And I think what we'll have is we'll have both versions that will be on the market for us. And so we're looking at maybe 60 days on the outside, but 30 days on the inside as far as like a time frame. So that's kind of the updates on what I know so far. And like I said, on Saturday, I'll share some more information. But I'm always just blown away when I sit and talk to Tom about the science and what he knows and where he's going and what the family is working on as far as the future. So get out and share this information with everyone. Katie, I'm going to hand it back to you. Have a great weekend, everyone, and I'll share more information as I have it. Have a good day. Bye-bye.